Hey guys, it's Venny, the Rocket League coordinator for CVP. We're just waiting for the first match to get underway. Just waiting for them to set up the match so we can spectate and start watching the tournament. So the first match we'll be watching is Kosayo and Solstice Cool versus Syrup 532 and Yogi. Hey Solster, how's it going? Okay, we're about to join, so go ahead and do that and we can get into our first match. Rocket League is one of those games I wish I was into. It's just a weird game to be into, to be honest. It just feels so different from a lot of the other esports. Okay, I think everybody's in the match, so we should be able to start. Seems like everybody's rocking the Octane this match. Should be a pretty close, a lot closer to match than some of the other ones. This is the 4th and 5th seed playing right now, so we'll see how they go. Syrup getting a lot more speed and air into it, beating his opponent. It might result in a goal, but Philippe is able to get it past. Attack moving forward. Could be a double, but Yogi stops it. And Orange is able to clear it into their corner. Yogi going into a dribble. Isn't able to get anything because Philippe's challenges. Could be a shot. Oh, just barely gets saved. Still dangerous for blue team here. And they're able to make the clear. And now it's a little bit dangerous for orange team as they're kind of out of shape here. Putting it into the box. And Philippe's just barely misses it, hitting the post. Probably one of the worst feelings you can really do in Rocket League. Just hitting something super, super hard and for it to just post back out. Really frustrating sometimes. Kind of getting stalled at midfield, and Bepis is able to take it into the corner. Control in the corner. And they move it onto backboard. Could be dangerous. Yogi barely gets a touch to stop the double, and it looks like they're trying to roll one in net. Oh, and he gets the bump, which barely knocks him out of the way of touching it, and he misses the open net. That one's gotta hurt. Blue team really looking like they're putting a lot of pressure and keeping orange in their half, despite being in the defensive for the first part of this game. Pep is looking for a dribble of some sort into their net, but isn't able to get it. Syrup trying to pass. Yogi gets a shot. Not on, but still pretty powerful. Bepis with a pretty good amount of control on that air clear. Oh, Yogi gets it past one. Oh, it doesn't get the flick. Syrup going towards the net. Could be able to get a shot, and he does. First goal in our series here. Which is, of course, a best of 3. And blue team just not fast enough to respond to Syrup setting up that shot, and Syrup just scores. Good patience from him. Could be awkward. No one really pressuring, and Bepis is able to get a clear. Syrup really looking fast in this lobby so far, and Philippe's just gets another dunk, and it just goes straight in. Blue wins kickoff, and it goes straight to Syrup, who's able to put it back into their half. Could be dangerous, but Bepis gets the touch away. Bepis the second. Could be awkward for him here. Oh, and just barely posts off. It's not on, but still makes orange put in shambles. Off the corner, could be a shot, and Philippe's just barely misses that. Really would have liked to see him adjust his car with air tiller or something there, but doesn't and isn't able to get the top corner. Good demo, very heads up, and now orange is suddenly back on their defensive third after that demo. Could be dangerous. Ooh, crossbar robbing again. Philippe's trying to dribble, gets kind of bumped by Yogi, but it confuses his own teammate, and orange really baited their own teammate there, and Philippe's gets an easy flick over them. Good shot from Philippe's. Bepis with a pretty strong kickoff. Could be something if he gets it over Syrup, and he does, but Philippe's isn't ready for it, and they simply don't get a goal for that. Oh, and they just get a really easy goal after it just hard comes out of corner. Really unfortunate, but sometimes that's just how twos goes. Really a mechanics check playlist. Yogi losing possession really easily there. Would have liked to see him either control it or put something on net, but they're not really able to, and might just be a quality of possession type game for Blue as they get another goal, crossbar down and in. Good shot from Bepis after 2 misses. There's really nothing Orange can do to come back from this first game. Luckily, they're in a best of 3, so they still have a chance in the next 2 games, but if they play like this again, it might not be a fruitful endeavor. And the ball will hit the ground, and Blue wins first game. And now they're 1-0 up in the best of 3. It looked pretty evenly matched up there until Blue just kind of started to outpace them a bit. In order for Orange to really get a win here, they need to control the ball a lot more, and a lot of their attacks weren't really threatening, so they need to just have a better quality of possession, really, and have better attempts. Because they weren't really able to get anything through as Blue was just shutting them down way too easily. Game 2 in the best of 3. Bepis and Yogi going for a kickoff. And they switch sides, so my overlay is actually useless now. That's cool. But we don't talk about it. Because we still know that Bepis and Felipes are the ones that are 1-0 up in the series. And 1-0 up in the game, apparently. Felipes barely getting the boost there. And Syrup in a 1v2 there, and he just gets scored on. Really hard to deal with those when both of them have basically 100 boost and you have 0. Or just not necessarily 0, but just in a really bad position, so effectively 0. And the bracket is single elimination, so Syrup and Yogi probably feeling pretty stressed out after being 2. Yeah, I think the stream just fucking died for a second there. On me. Orange still 2-0 up. Getting it around the first. Passing it out. Felipe is not actually having any momentum coming into this, so it's easily put away by Yogi. And he shoots in the open net. They're 1-2 down now. Closing the gap. Blue winning kickoff. Can they get anything out of this? And they might do if his teammate can be there, but he isn't. Oh, can he get it past? And he does. Wow, they really evened it out. Orange controlling it to midfield. Blue able to cut it out pretty easily there. Controlling the 100 there, important. If you can get one more touch here, this could be threatening. Not on target, so it doesn't actually do anything, and Felipes is able to touch it away and control it even further. Could be dangerous for blue team here. Yogi getting the save he needed to in order to not concede. Syrup able to clear it away, but still just put back into their half by orange team. Orange team with control here, pushing it into their corner. Not where you want to be in twos. It's really usually really easy to cut out or pinch out super hard and get concede on, but nothing really happening in this game right now. Kind of just continual 50-50s into nothing. Mr. Syrup getting a slight bump on the defender, and Yogi just slotting it in. And sometimes it's just as simple as that in 2v2. So this should be able to get control here. Misses the controlling touch, could be dangerous, but Yogi misses the shot. And could be dangerous again for Syrup. He's in another 1v2. If Beppis is here to actually shoot it, it could be dangerous. Luckily the flick doesn't do anything, and this is easily pinched out. Felipe is missing the controlling touch. Might get cut out by blue. And I think orange just getting a little bit too arrogant here. Or overconfident. Game 1, they really controlled it, and now they're just jumping for stuff they really shouldn't as second, and they're really getting punished here. Syrup might still be able to get something, and 2 missed reads will not get you a goal. It's just really unfortunate. Peppa's trying to bump them out there, but... Or Yogi trying to bump them out there, but then Beppis just comes in for the quick shot, and it's just slightly under crossbar, and that's going to be really hard for Syrup to save if he's just sitting in net like that. Felipe's not getting the dunk that he wanted to, and this could be dangerous. 3-3 in the game, and still going to be 3-3 after Felipe is able to make some acrobatics in that. And you hate to see it. They were doing so well. They managed to bring back the game, and then Syrup just missing that, and Beppis just slotting it in. $18 seconds left. You have to wonder if blue can really claw this one back. Really just wasting time in these last 20 seconds. And probably going to be Felipe's and Beppis' 2-0 win here. Well played from both teams. And that'll be a 2-0 for them. Go ahead and start updating the bracket. One of the games is starting really late, so we're probably gonna have to watch a different match, which will be... So I'll try and work that out really fast. one of the teams started late, so we're just gonna have to wait for them. But we might be able to spectate one of our other semifinal games, so we'll see. Phase Lilpo, if you're in the tournament, you can just, you could probably just start. Okay, well, we're gonna go ahead and watch the first round match that should have been started a while ago, but didn't, which is Cole and Raid Coast versus Leva and Star in My Sky. Just waiting for the other team to join and then we can start this match. Yeah, one of the players on the other team is having monitor problems. So if they can't get it working in a little bit, we'll have them FF and then we can just move into the next match. Sorry about the delay, guys, but we finally have them all in. One of them had technical problems, and then we just let them have a sub. So we can go ahead and get this one started. Getting this one set up. Reiko's gonna try and control this one. Leva gets in the way. Not able to convert. A little bit of an awkward turnaround, but might still get something out of it. Could be dangerous. Reiko's gets the save. Could be dangerous if Leva or his other teammate can convert it, and they'll be able to get the first goal of the series. Melatonin and Redcoast double committing on that, and it just pinches back out, and they're able to convert. Leva gonna try and control this. Tries to flip shot it, but Red Coast reads it and is able to save it. And just a really nice shot from Your Star in My Sky to put them 2 goals up in the first game. Just puts it barely out of the reach of Melatonin, and really nice placement. They've been trying to get some type of ground pinch, but it's cut out before he can do anything. And another double commit could be deadly for them if Lave was able to convert, and he is. Nice play on all around, and blue team really just looking out of shape here. Double committing, and not really connected as they go into these plays. Oh, and he just misses the open net. It's gotta feel bad. Orange team wasting possession there. They had a dribble, but then they got pushed forward. Melatonin needs to read this or else they're gonna get scored on. And he does just in the nick of time. Raid Coast with a clear out. You're a Star in My Sky. Almost looked like he was going to go for a demo in the air there, but like he was going for the ball instead. Off the corner, probably not going to be deadly. Might be another goal. Leva just misses it. Leva trying to fake, but it isn't effective against Melatonin, who just clears it downfield. Could be awkward for blue team as Leva goes up for it. And Star in My Sky just cleaning it up after yet another double commit from blue team. You really gotta wonder what blue team really needs to do to get out of the situation. They either need to get better touches that'll give them more space so that they don't double commit on top of each other, or just respect each other's space, which is sometimes easier said than done in these types of things. And that one's just going to go straight over their head, and now Orange team is 5-0 up. Not looking particularly good for blue team at this point, considering they only have 2 minutes left to come back from this. Most likely going to be an open and shut case from game 1. Yeah, Orange team just looking a lot more fluid in their decisions too, and just flowcharting each of these goals in. Getting it over both there with the flip shot after getting through the first guy. Could be awkward for Orange Team here. Both of them are in the corner together, which is never a good thing when you're playing Rocket League. And there you go, a double commit. Melatonin looks like he does not have boost though, so... And Star My Sky not realizing that his teammate did not have boost and wasn't going for it and just lets it go in. Really strong kickoff. Leva calmly puts it aside. Unable to control it in the air. And Blue's able to put this into their offensive third. Slight miss from Melatonin. Doubt that Blue Team's going to be able to get anything from this now. And Star My Sky just putting that in. And Leva securing the goal. Reiko's reads this fast enough, he might be able to get something. Yeah, Orange just looking like they have better quality of possession and better reads, frankly. Hit onto the backboard and Blue Team just can't compete with that. Could be another goal if Star reads this. He was so close to scoring that. Really would have liked to see the flip come out instead of just double jumping into it. And because of that, they get a counterattack. Leva not able to contest that. That one not going to be able to do anything as Melatonin just easily reads it as it goes straight into him. Could be dangerous if Red Coast is there. He is not, and Leva is easily able to clear this out and potentially go into offense again. Good clear away from Red Coast, goes straight to Melatonin. But Orange Team just so much faster that they're able to just challenge and convert into offense really easily. Good read on the corner there too from Leva. Those aren't always the easiest, and Blue Team just had no chance to save that after that initial bounce. It's really going to be an upwards battle for Blue Team going into Game 2. And luckily this time the team stayed the same colors as the first game, so overlay actually has some relevance. Looks like Leva disconnected. Probably just gonna have to remake that one. Luckily that happened in the first 10 seconds of that game and not after somebody scored. Going into game 2 in our best of 3. Rikos' teammate was able to actually fix his issues, so might be a different game depending on what he can offer to the table. Leva with a really good save. There's a pretty good chance that Ghost was going to just save that. And almost. Ghost with a really good save. Ghost with a nice shot, but Star My Sky getting a great save into the corner, and Leva's able to take it back out. If Leva could just get one more touch, it might be dangerous, but Ghost is able to cut it out before Star My Sky is able to come back in. Could be dangerous, just barely off. Not really sure what Ghost can do from this position with 10 boost. And easy save from Star My Sky. It could even be more potential offensive pressure, if he can read that. Probably felt threatened by the fact Ghost was right behind him trying to demo there. Ghost with a good cut, making sure that Star My Sky can't score that open net. Oh, it's Star My Sky almost getting the shot, or the save, but Ghost really just keeping up the pressure there. Good setup. Can Raidcoast read that? He's not in position there, so unable to convert there. Leva easily clearing it. Almost in. Good save from Star My Sky. Good read from Ghost. Able to just barely keep them out of scoring. Hate to see it. Really faking each other out there, and Star My Sky wanted to control it, but probably was scared of own goaling there. And is unable to make the save, and now blue team's 2-0 up in the series. Could get the goal if Leva doesn't read it, and he does. That one touch really just beat two people. Really awkward read for Leva there once you're just left going straight vertical in the 1v2. And that'll give them the third goal they needed in this series. Ghost almost getting the second touch over Leva, but just barely doesn't hit it, and Orange is able to stay. Ghost probably going to be able to read this. Just barely doesn't. A little bit disappointing there, considering he set that up, but can't hit everything in this game. Star My Sky getting the save. He didn't actually catch it there. Ghost was threatening just scoring it there with a secondary touch. But oh, really good shot from Red Coast there. Wasn't expecting him to get so much power there. Red Coast might be able to get the dribble over. Leva barely reading the play. Red Coast almost getting the low 50 in. Ooh, almost top shelf. Star My Sky just barely doesn't read it. And Leva's just barely not there. Really unfortunate own goal there. And Orange Team's really going to wonder what happened to them this series. Orange Team really going to be asking themselves going into Game 3 what they need to do to win. Ghost is having a lot more controlling touches here and really kind of outpacing Orange Team right now. But Orange Team has had opportunities to attack and actually punish when Ghost misses and over-aggresses, but they haven't really been able to take advantage of it. So if they're able to take advantage of it, they might be able to bring it in Game 3. having some technical difficulties again. One of the trademark things of the small indie company that is Psyonix. But the game will continue as it was scoreless. Star My Sky controlling it into the corner. If Layla can take advantage of this and get it past Ghost, they might be able to score. Raid Ghost with a pretty bad read there. Ghost going for the double, but he doesn't actually have it. This could be a really good opportunity considering they're now in the 2v1. And he almost gets it past both of them. Monocle Ghost with the whiff on the wall. Goes for the goal to open up the game 3 of this best of 3. With it going for the bump on Ghost without Star actually having a decent shot on that. Ghost missing the ceiling shot, and this could be a breakaway opportunity if Sky can actually recover from this. And he does, and they score. Really good defense from Orange Team there. And a little bit too overcommittal from Raid Coast there. Ghost getting a really good clear, but it's going to give Orange Team all the control if they can get it past him, and they do. If Leva didn't jump for that, they might have gotten a goal there. We'll see what Ghost can do with this ball. He doesn't really have enough boost to actually score that, and he didn't go for a flip reset, so Orange is able to clear that really easily. Really awkward positioning from Ghost here, and because of that, he isn't able to score that. Star My Sky with a less than ideal recovery and isn't able to turn in the open goal that was presented to him. Oh no, you hate to see it. Leva with an own goal there. Really unfortunate, but it's kind of an awkward place to save it from. And it bounces off the crossbar and he just hits it in. Still a really close game 3. And Star My Sky misses the kickoff and it just goes in. He flips the wrong way and does not make contact with the ball. Really unfortunate because Orange Team is really making a comeback this game compared to game 2. Less than ideal solo play from Ghosts, and Leva's able to make this goal line save there. Oh, really good shot from Star My Sky. That's going to put them close the gap by 1 goal. It's really hard to shoot those, especially when your other teammate is also going for the ball. So really good ego from Star My Sky there. Leva able to clear the ball. Reiko's unable to convert that. Can Ghost read this? Not really entirely sure what he was going for. Kind of went for a hybrid between a flip reset and a double tap there, and because of that he's unable to actually score it. Could have also been a misread, which is pretty easy to do in those slow balls. Hopefully Leva's back there to defend that, and they are, so Orange is out of defense again. 2 demos, and Star in My Sky misses the controlling touch. You have to wonder if he got the touch there, if that would have been an open goal. Leva unable to get enough power there, and it hits it straight into Raidkos. Decent shot there. Probably should have let Star in My Sky take that, but close nonetheless. Less than ideal control from Raidkos there. Can Orange team punish? Leva almost does, but the 50 goes fairly neutral despite hitting ceiling. Less than ideal touch from Star in My Sky, and when you have both of your teammates in one corner, it really leads to these double commits, and once it just hits off corner, that's a really easy read for most players, given it enough time. Oh, Orange team getting another punish on Raidkos' miss. Have to wonder what this game would have been like if they didn't own goal and miss kickoff. Really unfortunate for them, but they still have 20 seconds left, which is a perfect amount of time to get a kickoff goal or some other type of fast play. Leva going for the bump, but Ghost is already up, so he's unable to. Really unfortunate. Leva got the bump on Ghost, which made him unable to actually follow this, but there was a miss there, and Leva got a less than ideal touch, and Ghost is able to easily put it under a crossbar. Really unfortunate. Raidkos with a touch out, and that'll most likely be a 2-1 win for blue team in this series. We'll move into the next the first semi-final match on screen, which will be Grand Blue and WST versus the team we just saw win. So I'll just take a small break while this is being set up. Okay, and we're ready for Rikos and versus Granblue and WST. Granblue and WST both being on the B team for CPP, so expecting a strong showing for them. We'll see if the blue team can actually manage to stop them and move on. Yeah, WST just getting a nice read off the wall and just putting it top left, and Rikos not able to actually respond to that. Could be dangerous, but WST able to put it out. Might be able to pass it to Granblue here. Granblue's slightly out of position there, isn't able to get a strong shot on net, but still able to retain possession, which is, at its root, all that matters in twos. WST trying to go for a dunk or a double tap off the wall. Unable to as Rikos puts it to the side. WST just easily putting it past Rikos, and now they're 2-0 up in the series. Yeah, just an inopportune turn as he misreads it off the wall, and WST just zooming past. Monaco might be able to get a double tap, but Granblue able to hit it to the side, and they stay out of danger. Rikos on the wrong side of the ball. Unfortunate, and Orange team might be able to capitalize on this again. Flipping going on in the corner. Not perfect, and that just lets Ghost get an easy counterattack, and he puts it crossbar down. Not really much for WST to do, besides maybe pre-jump or shut it down easily, but then there's other things that Ghost can do to easily outplay that, so it's kind of a tough situation to be in. Ghost with a dribble here could be dangerous, and Granblue just standing horizontally. Not really where you want to be when you're defending a 1v2. Really easy for Ghost to just flick it over, and he does. And now it's even in the series, 2-2. Good kickoff for Granblue. Does go straight to Ghost, however. Granblue trying to control it. Went in horizontally instead of front to back, so it's really awkward to control when you do that. Rikos getting a good beat, but it's impossible to really read or be ready for that, so Ghost is not there. Really unfortunate from Rikos. Doesn't really keep his momentum here, and because of that he thinks he might be able to save it just by a flip, and he hesitates for a second and is unable to flip through. And right there shows another benefit for defending far post instead of near post. Could be dangerous. Ooh, dropping straight in front of Rikos, and Granblue able to take control. Not too sure what that was. Really awkward turn there. Really screws Ghost from being able to get anything meaningful off of that, and they might be able to just get a quick counterattack. Yeah, WST. Rikos is really awkward in net, and he just gets the simple dunk in. Not much more to say about that. Just hits the side of his car and then hits the front of WST cars. Really easy dunk for him. Could be awkward again, and Ghost having to come in and bail out his teammate. Ghost getting the beat, but wasn't fast enough to get anything that was actually rateable. Ghost with a fake and just squeezes it in through the cross or through the post. Ghost going into the corner. Probably doesn't have too much boost, but really good pass from him. Can they... And they can't. Grand Blue able to clear it out. They didn't read it perfectly, and they didn't have enough boost to afford not reading it perfectly, so they're unable to actually get it through and into the net. Really good challenge for WST. It was looking really awkward for him as third, as he was about to be in a 1v2. But just shuts it down before it's even an option. WST looking really fast this series, has to be said. Ghost getting it over one. There's nobody behind him, but it's really safe in that corner. WST cutting out Raidcoast's shot there. And usually these awkward interactions in the corner are never going to favor blue team there, because it's just going to pinch out and orange team's going to get a quick counterattack. And we can see from that, despite them being in Orange's corner for like 15 to 20 seconds, they're unable to actually get any threatening pressure there. And Orange is going to take game one in our best of three. This game being much closer than the previous ones we've seen on stream. So it could turn out to be going into game three with only a 3-4 scoreline. But we'll really have to see what happens next game. Blue looking not really fluid when they go in their offenses, which could be one of the reasons why they're falling short in this matchup. So if they can fix that, they might be able to come back and threaten Orange team, but it's often really hard to do when you're used to playing that way. And we'll get into game two of our best of three in semifinals. Raidcoast with a dunk off the kickoff, but likely not going to do anything, as Grand Blue's just able to take control of this. Really good 50 from him too. Really easy challenge for WST because of that. Raidcoast might not read this, WST threatening it, but Raidcoast getting the save in the end. Well, WST getting the read off the ceiling. If he got a slightly better read, he probably would have put that with much more power on net, but just getting the read by itself is pretty impressive. Grand Blue keeping it into the wall. Could be dangerous. Raidcoast hitting it into the wall. Not exactly what he wanted to do, but likely didn't have any other options from the way he came in. Grand Blue moving into the corner. Good dunk, but likely not readable for WST because it just comes out so out of nowhere and fast. Ghost trying to clear it, but hits it straight to WST, and WST hits it into the corner. Ghost needs to bail out Raidcoast there. That corner read is really hard to get, and most people don't even really read that until Grand Champ or mid Grand Champ. So it often is really awkward. Really good shot from WST and equally good save from Raidkos. Slightly weird, wonky recovery for Granblue, and WST careful with his touch to make sure that Granblue has enough time to get back and recenter it for him. WST rushing the ball. Would have liked to see him control it a lot more, but in these even games, it's sometimes easy to try and play too fast. Almost a good shot by Granblue. Didn't have enough boost and slightly out of position, so unable to actually get any power behind it. Raidkos canceling out WST's offense, but unable to get anything more, and just awkwardly pinches into the corners yet again. Just a really repeating pattern for Blue. Orange team looking like they're getting much more threatening offense out instead of Blue team. WST with some nice fakes, Raidkos cutting it out, but will it be enough? WST likely going to be able to read this, chooses not to control it, and instead flings it into the corner-ish. Ooh, pinches off the ground and could be dangerous. Oh, really good save from WST. It's really easy to panic and just own goal there, but WST with a heads-up play to just know that the shot isn't going to come hard. I'm just going to take my time and clear this out. Ghost with a subpar touch, and that one's just going to be in. Ghost just not having any momentum when he goes to touch it, and when you're just jumping without any momentum, you're likely not going to get a good touch on these. Granblue might be able to get the shot, doesn't pick up a pad and instead misses it. Almost hits that straight back up into WST. Ghost had the save, so Granblue needed to get some type of touch to actually stand a chance at scoring. WST almost getting the pass out, and Granblue having to back off. Could be dangerous, but Raidkos slightly out of rotation there, so Ghost isn't able to actually punish. Granblue taking it into the wall, might be able to get something, gets bumped on his way out, unable to actually get anything. Could be dangerous, but Ghost is back, bails out his team yet again. Oh, could be dangerous, and WST is just controlling that around both of them, and that's 2-0 up in their series. Going straight back to Granblue, hitting it towards WST. WST not realizing, and it'll go back to Blue team. Poor control from Raidkos, and even poorer to not challenge there is Orange team, and Raidkos got a free shot. Could be awkward. Granblue chooses not to challenge, knowing that Monocle Ghost has to solo play to actually score it, and it's just such a awkward angle for them. And Orange team is able to maintain their lead because of it. Slight confusion there. Ghost probably thought that Raidkos was passing this, and I think Raidkos was trying to two-touch it, but then went for boost. And these types of miscommunications, when you're so pushed up in twos, can often be fatal, and now Orange team has scored 3 goals. Good save from WST. Raidkos had the open goal. Can Granblue punish this? Ooh, it was slightly awkward because WST cut across him there, so he wasn't in a great position. But his read also could have been better. Good touch from Granblue to keep Blue out of their defensive third. And it's looking like this will be a 2-0 sweep for Orange team after their close game 1. And really just seemed like Orange team were more on the same page and just more fluid in their offense and defense for that matter, and able to quickly secure game 2. Orange team was the B team for this school. They're actually about to play one of the players on our A team and one of the subs for our A team. So kind of a B team versus A team clash here. And High Tide and Aqua have played their semifinal match where they 2-0'd one of the teams we saw in round 1, which is Kosayo and Seltzer School. So they'll be coming into this undefeated. And going to be an interesting clash versus B team and A team. And just like that, we'll be getting into our final match, which is indeed a best of 5, so we'll get to see these players in a lot greater detail than we did before. High Tide in the battle bus. But we'll see if his overconfidence will lead to his demise. WST needs to get this save here. And Aqua actually missing the shot, causing WST to own goal. That's gotta hurt for both players when you think about it. And just like that, it'll be 1-0 for the A team. WC looking to control it. Not ideal to come off the backboard to try and control that, but we'll see. Aqua with a less than ideal touch, and High Tide not able to actually shoot this because of it. High Tide going for demos. Not really too opportune when they just have an open net. Have to wonder what he was thinking there, as Aqua does not have boost as second. High Tide will be winning the kickoff. Aqua slows down and WST calls his bluff, shooting it back and clearing. Really good pinch from Grand Blue and good clear from Aqua. Good challenge for High Tide. WST will have possession here. It was almost awkward, but Grand Blue able to come around and just clear it really easily. Double commit from Orange team here, and could be a goal scoring opportunity. Aqua with the goal line save, and WST will need to be back to save that. And he'll do more than just save that and score, as High Tide slightly, believe he flipped forward when he meant to double jump there. Yeah, really unfortunate, but you do need to double jump aerial in order to get there, and WST scoring a really open goal. Grand Blue taking his time, really heads up play, doesn't get the perfect touch to keep it on his roof. And WST with a really good dunk on High Tide. Good touch from WST. Tide was not caught out, and he'll be able to take control of it. Grand Blue with double bumps on High Tide after Tide went for bumps on him. And Aqua will just be shooting that on. Good save from Grand Blue. could be dangerous if Granblue or WST reads that. Really unfortunate there. When you're going for those types of plays in 2v2s, unless you double jump as you hit it, it's really more, or it's usually the person behind you's ball to hit, and they don't recognize that, and Tide and Aqua both get a really simple counterattack. WST might be able to control this. Tries to get the pass mid, but double jumps instead of flipping out and is unable to get it past. Aqua going for some type of play here. Unable to, and Granblue and WST really push that out. Granblue slow playing it, knowing Tide is going to challenge there. This ball is going straight to WST. Can he do anything with it? Slow plays it a little bit too much there. Blue T looking a little bit cautious, knowing the orange team is just trying to challenge these balls fast. But when you slow down too much, you often lose a lot of the offensive pressure you're generating in these types of situations. Tide getting it over WST. Granblue needs to get the save, and good save from Blue. Aqua almost getting the shot, and Blue there in order to save it. Goal line. Tide getting the 2-touch, controlling it. In that really awful looking battle bus. Granblue with an okay touch, but his boost does get stolen, so it could be dangerous for them. WST with enough controlling touches to make sure that they're not losing these. Looks like Tide's going for the double tap, barely misses the read, and Aqua unable to convert. Granblue not going fast enough on that air dribble, and Tide and Co are able to take that out really fast. Really good clear from WST. Sometimes it's really hard to get those clears accurately, and he does. Ooh, almost a really good passing play from Aqua, but it might put them too far out. And Orange Team really just beating themselves here, being a little bit too over-aggressive, and Granblue and WST punishing that excellently here. I said earlier that maybe they were playing too slow, but maybe they're playing the right tempo to punish Orange Team here. Almost on target there. And yet again, Blue Team kind of punishing them. And Orange getting bumps so that they can... Oh, Aqua not getting the right controlling touch. Can he get the flick? And he does, and it's 3-3 in Game 1. And what a heated Game 1 it's been. Really back and forth. Aqua almost messing up his initial controlling touch. Not realizing that it was open, but is able to control it back and gets the right flick. High Tide going for an offensive boost grab, but that might not be the right one as he comes back and clears it. Was a little bit spooky there when he went for the opponent's boost and Aqua missed. It has to be said, though. Oh, Aqua tried to jump off the ceiling, but I think not all four wheels on his car were touching the ceiling, so he did flip instead. Really unfortunate, because it did look like that setup was correct and that he was reading that. And Aqua going to get a free shot, misses the shot. You hate to see it. And both Blue members panicking and missing the save. Really unfortunate, because you have to think that if Blue was able to defend from that, they were probably scoring because Orange Team is pushed so far out. And Orange Team will go up 1-0 up in this best of 5. And Granblue and WST keeping this game extremely close going into OT, saying to High Tide and Aqua that, hey, you might need to take us seriously. After all, it's just a letter after CPP and we're still on the team. And I think they were playing probably the correct tempo they needed in order to punish Orange Team. And we'll see if Orange Team can make enough mistakes for them to punish, or if Blue is even able to make their own plays and overwhelm Orange Team here. Let's get into game 2. Aqua getting a really good kickoff. Doesn't punish Granblue by taking that boost, but is able to hit it around him. High Tide not trusting enough, as that looked slightly awkward, and WST able to get some type of air dribble there. Granblue did not trust that, and they're unable to score there. Good cut from Granblue. Would have liked to see him just shoot it on net there, but sometimes really easy to psych yourself out there. And Blue Team getting more stuck in on Orange Team's offense, or on their defensive half. Looking like it might be a much different game 2 compared to game 1. Really good dunk from WST there. Sadly, it's not going to result from anything unless Tide and Aqua just getting to that ball there, and Granblue not able to do anything from that awkward position. Granblue hitting it up again. Can he control this to get past Aqua? Aqua with the pre-jump. He might be able to 50. Tide hitting Aqua into the ball to clear it. Good heads-up play from Tide there. He was going for boost, but he realized that it was really awkward for Aqua and came back for defense. Awkward jump from Granblue, and luckily nobody from Orange Team is there to actually punish. Granblue taking control. Could be awkward for High Tide, but Granblue does not get the right amount of control and is unable to threaten the flick on High Tide, so he just challenges it really easily. Really awkward flip forward from Aqua there. Probably should have been getting something more than just a small hit to corner. WSC almost hitting it over High Tide. Could be dangerous if Granblue just gets a strong shot. He chooses to control it. Not really too sure about that one. Probably could have just shot that one on, and Aqua couldn't have saved that. But sometimes hard to determine when you're in that situation. Really good dunk from WST there. Can he threaten? And Granblue there for the shot, and they do. And Blue Team is up 1-0 in game 2. Slightly awkward kickoff. Could be a scoring opportunity for Tide and Aqua, and it is. Granblue cheating a little bit too far up and getting caught out by that kickoff. And he can't make up for it with a kickoff goal for himself, as High Tide just fakes it into the corner. Granblue with a decent amount of control. Aqua getting in the way, but could be awkward if it gets over Tide. WST with low boost here. Really questionable what he can actually get done, and Granblue almost gets the pinch off of Aqua and WST's hood into net. Just barely off. Not really sure what's going on here. Granblue missing the open net. Was a little bit of a harder open net, as he did have to kind of ego WST there in order to score it. WST unable to find anything out of that corner bounce, and High Tide able to hit it out. He's low on boost here, so Granblue might be able to touch it. And go straight back to blue team side. Double commit from them could be awkward. Probably not going to be a goal. Can Aqua do anything? Almost. Aqua trying to control it. Maybe pass to Tide. Tide barely able to get back to that. And Orange team's back on defense. WSG trying to get a much harder shot, but is unable to. And High Tide going for what looks to be like a triple tap, but is unable to. This could be dangerous if somebody is there to receive and no one is there. And we go into our second overtime of our second game in this series. Might be a little bit too over-aggressive. WST unable to flip on that. You have to think that if he just waited an extra second, didn't panic and flip shot it, that was just a goal. But sometimes that's awkward. Aqua hitting crossbar after Granblue pre-jumped where it was shootable. And Granblue might be able to get a powerful shot off here, but Aqua and Tide both respecting it. Aqua mopping up the slightly awkward 50. Blue team's back on defense. WST not reading the bounce. Pushes a little bit too far forward, and Orange team's gonna punish again. It's gotta be a bit demoralizing when both games have ended in a slight mistake in overtime. And it is a bit sad because it did look that game like blue team was just constantly in Orange's defending third, but we'll have to see what happens in game 3 of our best of 5. And we can see from the shots too, blue team having 7 shots to Orange team's 4. Might just be a question of quality over quantity, though. Is Orange team showing that they're better defenders overall? Aqua trying to do something, but is unable to punish. Granblue low boost, not able to do anything there. Takes the 100, which is a good boost deal. Tide with a pinch out into mid, but Aqua is there taking boost and is unable to punish. It takes another whiff from blue team for Aqua to actually be able to score this. And just like that, Orange team's already 1-0 up in game 3 of our best of 5. WC looking for another 50. If Granblue's there, it could be a goal, and he's there. And shelves it top right. Really good second 50 from WST, and High Tide really needed to come back for that instead of going for mid boost, severely underestimating the danger that was represented in that kickoff. And Granblue able to punish. Good controlling touches from High Tide. WST able to intercept. Aqua moving into their offensive third. And Granblue able to cancel it out. Could be dangerous if WST reads it. Unfortunately, he didn't go confidently and is unable to punish that. Good hit over Aqua by Granblue. keeping Aqua from scoring there, as Grand Blue was second there. Not too much going on now. Aqua trying to look for a pass, it would seem like. Both the blue defenders monkeying it and able to save the goal line. But Orange team just putting on way more pressure than they did in both game 1 and 2 and able to just come across and score that. Aqua really just putting out multiple passes into mid, and eventually Orange team is able to crack the nut that is blue team's defense. Good hit over Grand Blue by Aqua, making sure that they're not coming out of their third. And there he is again. Just him being close to the ball is kind of freaking out blue team here. Can WSC go for the double touch here? Was almost lined up for it, but Tide gets the backboard defense necessary to keep it out of their third, or out of their net. WST missing the open net. You have to think that's going to cost them, as they haven't been getting that many opportunities this game. Aqua shooting it on. WC getting a save and hitting it to the side. Slightly awkward control by Aqua, but he might be able to get a pinch out. High Tide trying to control. He had an open net, but chose not to take it. And Aqua securing the goal for Orange team there. Pretty even kickoff. High Tide threatening net, forcing WST to pre-jump, but simply hits it into the corner. Really a good heads-up play, and Aqua might be able to just score it. He did try to go for something a little bit fancier, and because of that, he was unable to score, as that net was technically open if he went for it the correct way. Aqua with a really good pass and demo, and that's just going to be a simple slot in for High Tide on the battle bus. And blue team really looking like in shambles here. Can't tell if it's whether or not Usus Aqua is waking up and getting these good passes into mid, or if they're finally cracking under the pressure that this Orange team has represented. Aqua trying to go for a pretty ambitious double tap there, unable to get it, and the ball's still in the blue third. High Tide not having enough boost to turn that in. Grand Blue missing an open net. But it'll still be in Orange's third. High Tide going for this. Isn't able to, as Grand Blue is able to just freely clear that. Aqua faking it and looking like he's just trying to waste time. However, WST almost punishes them for that. And Usus Aqua with another free net. Grand Blue slight misreading that, and that's the type of thing that's going to cost you in these 2v2 games of this level. Blue team keeping it in the corner, but like I was saying in the previous series, that's not going to actually do anything for them, as there's nobody there to actually shoot from blue team if both of them are in that corner. High Tide clearing it away, and it's looking like this is going to be a 3-0 sweep for both Aqua and Tide. And good save from WST, but it's going to be too little too late. And Tide and Aqua are going to take the 3-0 victory over Granblue and WST. And that was the finals of the tournament. So, High Tide and Aqua taking it all. And WST and Granblue have to at least be happy to make it that close the first two games. Really making Tide and Aqua work for it after bringing them into 2 one-goal overtimes. But that'll be the entire tournament for the CPP FragFest 2v2 tournament. Hope for everybody that watched that it was at least enjoyable. And I guess I'll host another one of these for the next FragFest or in-game tourney. See ya.